Yeah, well, some of that. Just get the store off, shut up, there ain't nothing in it. So I'll continue the detention centre, maybe the youngest person like
Hi YouTube, hi. How are you guys doing?
By this time, and now the criminal ones coming in. Culture. I've met other criminals in there, and they're telling me how they do it, so I'm learning off of them. Prison is the best university of crime. It's the best place to learn stuff.
Alright guys, give me 1 second.
When I visited my father, he said to me, son, if you're going to be on the street, I want you on the street the right way. Yeah. And this is him visiting from Leavenworth. He said, if you ever had to kill anybody, do it.
Okay, guys. How are you guys doing? Say hi if you come on, say hi. Comment hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. After I post it. So I can see how many people come on. Okay? So, how has your day been going? How has your day been going? If you've been following me for a while and you've been watching some lives and paying attention, then you would. And y'all know how my day was going, same as it has been the last few weeks, and how everything's going. So I'm trying to keep up and do my things. I was just doing some stuff around the house today, so it got late, and then I had to go to the store, had to go to Home Depot. I wanted to get my lights and some stuff. I got a few things. Then we went to the Dollar Tree, got a few things, and I was supposed to get some other things at Walmart, but I didn't have time. So I went in there and got my medicine that finally got transferred. And once I got my medicine, we went over to Sam's next door real quick. My husband ran in, went to the back of the store, got the huge thing of toilet paper because we were just about out of toilet paper, and I wanted the big Sam's one. I know Home Depot sells toilet paper, but theirs was nowhere near as big, and they were selling the name brand with like way less rolls for like 40 some bucks, and some I was like, nope. I paid like $22 at Sam's and get this huge Sam's brand toilet paper. I've always done that with toilet paper and the paper towels. Oh, water. All right, so tonight we are having bacon cheeseburger casserole. Okay, we were going to have it low carb. That was my plan. I put it there as low carb. But I can't find that. Or yes, I did. I found the low carb. But the regular one I made, because I made this for y'all before, I could not find the recipe. Did I put it on Facebook Cooks because I couldn't find it in there? I definitely tried to look for it on Lemon8 app, but I don't think I had that yet. I'm not sure. TikTok and on hold on, why am I forgetting what it's called? Pinterest. Yeah. Pinterest. So all right, so YouTube, here is the Cash App. If y'all'd like to help me, so if y'all'd like to see me cook like maybe Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 days a week, because I add one day to the week, I at least want to have a day in between so we can eat the leftovers or just take a break. I can take a break from cooking. So that's why I'd move the Tuesday to Monday, add the Wednesday, and still keep Fridays. Okay? Yeah, I'm just a little frustrated. I've been frustrated. So, 2 pounds of ground beef, bacon, cheeseburger, casserole. Now, I saw one recipe. It was from, it's a show called forgot what it's called. It's on the Cooking Channel or the Food Network, and it's got a host like a talk show, kind of like. But they each take a turn showing the audience and the watchers something they make. And this one was this one, but at the end she put a whole bunch of shredded cheese on. I mean lettuce on top, and just. I'm not gonna add that. Okay. So I'm stirring this up. Bacon. It's got about 7 minutes out of 14, and I'll check it. The water's doing its thing for the pasta. Okay, so let's put the Cash App on here on Facebook. All right, there it is. And here is the Amazon wish list. It just says autofill, so I don't think it got copied like it should have. All right, let me see now. Okay, guys, hold on. All right, there it goes. Alrighty, and I'm going to pin the Cash App. So if you want to read about the star comment, it'll still be in the comments. You just got to... Should be near the top, but... All right, there's the Cash App pinned. All right, please come on. Please come on. What's everyone been up to today? Did anybody cook dinner tonight? And if you did, what did you cook? And are you still going to cook? So whatever's going on with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do about a pound to a pound and a half of pasta. Now, I can't remember exactly what the amount was, but you can do any amount you want. So I went to Facebook Cooks. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, so this first one is called The Kitchen. That's the show. She's got the ground beef already done, tomatoes cut up, but I'm not putting tomatoes in there. I didn't last time either. And she made some kind of sauce, so you can do that one. So if you look it up there, just look up bacon cheeseburger casserole, and you'll find the one that I shared. And it's bacon cheeseburger casserole, posted by the Food Network. It was a memory I shared, okay? So if you like The Kitchen, it comes on Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central. Okay? So you can do it. And she's not putting in, looks like little raviolis instead of elbow macaroni like I'm going to do. So then you've got the one that says it's made by Easy and Simple Crockpot Recipes. Maggie Williams, that's the group, but the person posting is Maggie Williams. It's a casserole dish. It's got no tomatoes, lettuce in it. It's without pasta because it's supposed to be a low carb, but we are going to put the pasta in it. And if you want to make one low carb and one regular, you can make two separate ones. Just double it. I think I'm doubling it. Let me see. Let's go to the 2 pounds of ground beef. So I'm going to go ahead and read the ingredients so y'all will know. Let me turn around because I don't want y'all to say all you saw was my back. So we got 2 pounds of ground beef, which I got, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 pound of cooked bacon cut into pieces, 8 eggs, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, half a teaspoon of salt, a fourth of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 12-ounce package of shredded cheddar cheese divided. So, let me see something. I'm trying to get some money together. I want to get this red, it's like a glass container thing, and it says on the outside baking grease, but you can use it for like oil you want to save or specifically baking grease. So you can put this stuff in there. But you got to make sure when you get it in there that the grease is cleaned out. It's not full of stuff, Okay, so start out, we want to preheat the oven to 350, which I'll just turn it down to 350 when I'm done with the bacon. Okay, step 2, heat in a large skillet over medium-high heat, cook beef. Stir with garlic, onion powder until browned and crumbly, 5 to 7 minutes. Then we want to drain and discard the grease, okay? So we're going to do that. Steps 1 and 2. It's already preheated, but it's preheated to 400, but we will change that down. Okay, and it's already cooking, so I'm going to add the garlic and onion powder. But up here it says 2 cloves garlic minced, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and that's it? Okay. So I might go ahead and put, well, no, I'm not going to put garlic powder. I usually put both, but we got some extra garlic in there. Okay. It has no onions in there. But while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some of that cut up onion I did, if it's still some there. Okay. It doesn't say to put it in the other recipe from the kitchen. They did put onions in there, but because onions is part of a cheeseburger anyway, sometimes. So let's see. Let's get the garlic out and the garlic. That's ginger. Let's get the garlic out. Let's see, do I have? You say I have some onions. Oh yes, they're still here. If I had not had any okay, that was for the bacon. All right, I'm gonna pour. I know I'm gonna need it later, but I'm gonna pour right now. This heavy whipping cream, I want to make sure there's a cup, and I pray there is a cup of whipping cream. Okay, so just barely. Okay, so I just want to get this out the way. I don't want it to get too hot. It's not ready to go in. So I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So now what I was going to say before, okay, is that, let me make sure I put, hold on. Okay, I typed dinner tonight into the comments, which I usually do that at the beginning so I can, and it's going to be a low carb bacon cheeseburger casserole. But if you want the pasta in there, go ahead and do your elbow macaroni, or if you want to do it like the other lady and follow the her recipe from that show. The kitchen, you can, because she's putting some tomatoes in there, some other stuff, and she's going to put a whole bunch of shredded lettuce on top when it's done. I think she had froze it and then unthawed it. But when it's done in the oven doing that, she's putting lettuce on top. And she said something about some kind of pickle juice. I don't know. But yeah, so right now it wants, and I'm not doubling this because it has 2 pounds of ground beef. 2 cloves of garlic, which usually is 2 teaspoons if you don't want to cut it up. I'm just using this Spice World minced garlic. I'm just going to squeeze 2, squish, squish. Normally I use the one where I put the spoon in the little jar. It's still Spice World, I mean. But I couldn't find it last time, so I ended up with this. But be careful because it can come out the whole fast. And if you want to add a little extra, a little less on garlic, go ahead. It's each to their own. Then it says half a teaspoon of onion powder. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. Oh, let me get that. Okay. Now, I'm usually stickler with measurements, but lately a lot of recipes didn't show any measurements, and it's just season to your liking. So that's today. Season to my liking because I do not feel like measuring. There's not a lot I'm going to feel like doing. Sorry, guys. I'm just, you'll probably say something or notice him. Okay? I was going to put garlic powder too, but I forgot we put regular garlic in there. And if I didn't have enough, if I couldn't find the onion, then I would have just used minced onion. We do have some little hydrated or minced onion, we do. I also have right here, I don't have the onion, but I have the garlic. The freeze-dried garlic. So if I want to use that instead of garlic powder or onion powder, I want to use the minced onions. Each to their own, okay? So you just want to mix this in. Get this. That's good. So now that's all good, and the meat is really tiny. So what I'm going to do, because I was in a rush, I had to go to the bathroom earlier. TMI, I know. But I was trying to hurry up so I can get y'all started. So I asked my husband to put the ground beef in the pan and smash it up. So. So once it's all smashed up to my liking, then I want to go back in. Just use a regular spoon to stir. Okay, so that's good. Anyway. So this, I just use my regular spoon. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal if you don't have. If you have minced onion, then you're good with that too. So if they ever ask for onion and you don't have it, and you have some minced onion, you can use that. Now in the recipe does not call for any kind of onion or garlic powder, but it does ask for regular garlic and onion, like this chopped up, and you don't have it, you can always, if you have minced garlic or minced onion, or freeze-dried garlic like I just showed you, use that. If you still don't have that, but you have garlic and onion powder, just use that just so you can get the flavor of garlic and onion. You may not get the texture because there's no, but just, okay? I wanted to put it in sooner before it's done, but I didn't get there. So what I'm going to do is just cook it for another minute or two just to get this onion a little soft and fragrant, get the smell of onion. Like my son does. My son goes, he smells like a... Almost like you're trying to bring the smell up to your nose. And then when she did on the kitchen, the other restaurant did that. She added some tomatoes in there. I don't know if that was before you baked it, but now I forgot exactly. Did they mix it all together in the last recipe I used, and then just put it in a casserole dish and baked it till the cheese melted? 15, 20 minutes. Or did they do a little layer? Because she showed a little layer from the kitchen. It was gonna put a little bit of the sauce on the bottom, ground beef, added some of the little bitty raviolis, and then was gonna, or put the raviolis first and then some ground beef, whatever. But then was gonna repeat the layer, I think. But here, since I'm not remembering exactly how it was done, and I don't have the recipe, I can't find the one, not the low carb one, the regular. So I'm just gonna kind of follow that one, and I'm just gonna mix into the pasta into it, and then put it in the casserole dish. So yeah. Alrighty, so let's see let's go down here. All right, so we did step one. We preheated the oven. Well, I'm gonna have to preheat it, bring it down to 350 when the bacon's done. Heat over medium high. The ground beef, I did that. I did put garlic and onion powder until, it says garlic and onion powder until brown and crumbly. Then, but this one said minced garlic. Let me see this. So in step 2, it wanted you to cook with garlic and onion powder, browned until crumbly. That's all it said, garlic and onion powder. So I put onion in there and onion powder. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. Anyways. Okay, I put salt into the boiling water. Let me put some pepper on this ground beef. I'm gonna have to do a test where I get a paper towel, and because the salt is seeming a little bit. You know how sea salt and all that stuff, you could have it like real fine or thicker, but this one seems like it has like big chunks of the salt. It didn't do that some time ago, but one day it looked big. I was messing with the little thing in the middle, trying to make it smaller or big, so I got to do a retest. It's a little too big. I want it a little smaller, a little more finer. All right, anybody come on here? Nobody? Come on. Come join me. Come join me. Come join me. Nope, nobody on YouTube either. All right, come on. It would be very helpful if you guys came on. Show a little support. All right. So, I did put salt and pepper in here, even though it didn't call for any. It called for garlic and onion powder. I didn't put any. I put onion powder. I didn't put any garlic powder because which I'm going to do right now. But I'm pretty sure it asked for regular garlic. Okay, so put this onion powder back, garlic powder away. Okay. So stir that up. Even though I had Minced garlic, I put garlic powder. Okay, so I did that. Trying to see in the instructions it says 2 cloves of garlic minced. But, which I put in there. But down here it says cook stir ground beef with garlic and onion powder until brown and crumbly, drain and discard grease. And nowhere else does it say anything about garlic, minced garlic. So I don't know. But it's okay. You can use garlic and onion and then use the powders if you want. Okay, almost a little long, I forgot. So let's bake. Get it back down to 350. Oops. Okay, so it's just going to reduce. So, that being said, let's see. Okay, so it says we're going to have bacon pieces, so I'm going to get this bacon off the pan, put it in here to cool a moment and drain all the grease, okay? While I'm doing that,
6 minutes.
because everything is not gonna, it's not gonna say nothing about cooking the pasta because this is the low carb one, so. So I can drain the grease and go on this. You want to do the bacon?
We're about to go out
Where are you going?
with some
Where'd
of,
you-
some of
never
his
mind.
friends.
Weren't you out earlier?
Yeah, we was playing basketball.
Oh, because we left and
Just a
we
little
didn't
get
know.
together with some of his friends. That's it.
It's a church. They said we want to a friend to give it for church. It's really what it is.
Okay, so you're gonna eat this?
Yeah, I'll eat some later.
Huh?
Yes.
All right.
We did
So
go to a friend meeting. I don't know why you told her
let me
that.
get this.
We really want to eat. Well, we went to a Thanksgiving.
Okay, so trying to get some of this bacon off. So yeah, later tonight I'm going to gotta get my medicines all.
But it should be already at 8 o'clock. Oh, all right.
Put in my medicine thing. So tomorrow morning I can start taking it again. I mean, I've had probably one medicine
Is that
still.
here? You want me to come get you when it's here?
Huh?
What are you thinking? I'm gonna read you my.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Alvin?
Nothing. Not for you.
Gotta get, oh shoot, the water's been boiling. I gotta hurry. Look at that. Here's the line of the water, and then there's the. It's going down. I gotta hurry up. Put the pasta in there.
Need these? Need these?
Yeah.
You want them all in there? Huh?
Huh?
You want them all in there?
I don't know. What is this? All right, guys. Since the other recipe I can't find, it usually for this.
Later.
Huh? This one is the same except it's low carb. No, that means no pasta. And I decided to add pasta anyways. Well, my son wanted to. But 9 to 11 minutes. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, it's 2 pounds, and I said about 1.5 pounds. So let's try to go with half of this. I don't know, half of this. All right. Let's stir it. Okay, so timer. It says 9 to 11. I usually do 1 minute more than the lowest, so it could be salt. So we're gonna go with 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes for the pasta. Let the we're gonna let the bacon cool just a minute. That's pretty good. Crunchy bacon, but not too burnt. Okay. So now I'm gonna get the grease out of the ground beef. I'm gonna spread the beef onto the bottom of a 9 by 13 casserole, 9 by 13 inch casserole pan. Stir in bacon pieces. That'll be step 3. If you want to come get the casserole dish, because I got to get the casserole dish out. So I know this is an 80 by 20 ground beef. So it should be more grease in there, but I don't see as much. So I'm going to do the same as I always do. Push it to the back. And then slightly tilt it. Nope. It's not there. It's probably over here. Trying to get this pushed back. I don't know, guys. Grease thing in there. There must not be much in there.
There's not.
It should be more because it's an 80-20. I don't know. And the other ones I was using was like a 90-10, so there should be more grease in here than normal. But I don't know why it's not. There you go, Brownie. Sorry, guys. Brownie, we're trying to get to her food. And the camera thing was moving. So I had moved it over so I could get into the dishwasher to grab some food. But okay. So now. I gotta turn the back down because I usually leave it on high when boiling, especially pasta, but it's sticking real quick to the. I don't know. Did I not put enough oil in there? I don't know. All right, a little bit more oil. Okay, so it says now. I didn't see anything about spraying the pan. I didn't see anything about that. It just says wait a minute. Drain and discard grease. Number 3, spread beef onto the bottom of the 9 by 13 casserole pan. Stir in baking pieces, and that's it. So, just gotta make sure. Try to get the bacon done a little bit sooner, but it's okay if not. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray the casserole pan just a little. Okay? Okay, so now I did that. It wants me to put now you can see the onions in here. The other recipe she probably put onions in there. Now the other one, remember, is from the talk. It's called the talk. Because, like I said, on the talk, each member, no, it's called Kitchen, not the talk. I don't know why I said that. The talk is daytime show that's on ABC, NBC, whatever. So, I'm in the kitchen. They usually all have something prepared. They do it in a fast way, like sometimes it'll be a dessert or a special drink or something. And like she had the lettuce was shredded lettuce, and she had the tomatoes already cut up, the ground beef in a big bowl, already cooked and done. She added tomatoes to that and everything. You know what? And I'm thinking about this. And I don't know what my husband would think, but I did put some onions in. But all right, so I did add some onions, cut up onions, minced onions. If you don't want to add them, you don't have to. It wasn't even on the instructions or the ingredients. Or you could just add some. Well, I mean, I chopped up the onion. But if you don't have that, you want to just use minced onion, like the small cut up onions, but they're kind of freeze dried. You want to do that. Same thing with the garlic, unless you have real garlic. It's up to you what you want. Garlic in the jar, cut up some real garlic, or just use minced garlic, or the freeze dried garlic. And all in the end, if you just want to use onion and garlic powder, that's fine. I use that as well because it called for that. So that's as well. And then I was thinking about, now this is a bacon cheeseburger. So normally you won't add half the stuff my brain is coming up with, because you don't put corn on your bacon cheeseburger. You don't put black beans in your bacon cheeseburger. But would you like me to add a can of Rotel to it or no? Babe, would you like me to add a can of Rotel to it or no? No, he was a no on that. Okay, so. Okay, that's that. So. All right, let's stir the. Yeah, I think I forgot to put the oil on. As soon after the first 2 minutes I started, it was starting to already stick. So I added some more oil. I did add just a little bit, but I added a little bit more and it worked. Okay, so it's about 3 minutes I see for the pasta. So let's go here. Let's see what's next. It says we're on step number 4. Step number 4. I keep wanting to lean over the counter, then I forget my back is to you guys then, so I gotta be careful. All right, whisk eggs, heavy cream, salt and pepper in a medium-sized bowl until well combined. Stir in 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. All right, it says a total of 12-ounce bag. I have a bigger bag. 8 ounces, and then the rest of the 4 ounces you will stir in. But most likely, 4 ounces I think is 2 cups, so that would be 4 cups. But I know a huge handful is 1 cup from my hand. Or you don't even have to measure. You just put in what you want because you can put more or less. We're going to pour the egg mixture over the beef and bacon. Top with remaining 4 ounces of cheese. So what I'm going to do is once the pasta is done, I'm going to drain it, dump it on top of the beef mixture, the beef with the onions and garlic, and all that, and with the bacon, and I'm going to mix it into the beef mixture. Then I'll dump the egg mixture, the egg, heavy cream, salt, and all that there, and mix that all together. And then I'll top it with the remaining cheese, put it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Now, if you're going to do it low carb, keep out the pasta. Okay? Keep out the pasta. All right, so let's do the bacon. This is my favorite knife. Okay, not the small one, not the, they call it, I forgot what they call it, but I like it, the regular long one with the that, I wish those were for a steak knife. These with the rigid edges, they're considered the steak knives. They're the ones that have it in your knife set 8. I don't like the serrated ones. I use them sometimes, but I don't like them as much. So I'm not like trying to poke the bacon with fork. I'm just trying to hold it in place. Because if I just cut it like that, the plate will move. All right, so excuse me, guys. That what I know. Okay, guys. I'm trying to have it so I can look at you guys too. Now I just had 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Just 1 cup. And guess what? It was brand new when I bought it. I know my son's friend Malik. I don't care if I say it now. I know my son's friend. He likes to cook. He's a better cook than me, of course. He's a cook. Not top-notch professional, but still. And he likes to make different things, and he always uses a lot of heavy whipping cream and stuff. But here's the problem. You need to, since you did not purchase that heavy whipping cream, and I don't purchase whipping cream just to sit in the refrigerator. Let me let you guys know that. When I purchased it, it's because I have a recipe that needs it. So I don't just have it along just to have it along. So if it's brand new and you didn't buy it, you should have said, hey, look, are you going to use this? Because I want to use some for a rest for something I'm cooking tonight or tomorrow or whatever. That's what it should have been asked. I will be honest, because I don't buy it just to buy it. I buy it because I need it. And he should know that by now. But anyways. And I have mentioned before about certain things that need to be asked if you're going to use. Because my son knows that. He used to ask me, he'd see a bag of Doritos sitting on the table. And he'd go, Mom, are you using this for anything? And I'd say yes or no, whatever it was. Because he wanted to eat some. Because it would be like a nacho salad or some kind of thing with the Doritos. But yeah, it's good to ask. Unless you know it's something that I don't use in my recipes, like, you know. But anyways, you see my point. Because I may not use it for a few days, but that may be my last shopping time before I make that recipe, so I need it. So it's good to ask, because if I would have been low on it and had to send my husband to go get some whipping cream, I would have been angry, because it's not that I don't like to share. It's the fact that when I buy something, you need to ask me, am I using it in one of my recipes? And then if I would have said yes, I would have been like, let me go check how much I need, or let me see something. And if I said a cup, I mean, you got to leave me a cup at least. You know, something like that. That's all I meant. You know? Okay. I'm going to rinse off that bacon. Okay, so Oh, I don't know why I didn't turn the pasta off. I need that red thing so I can drain this pasta, babe. So, I'll have to get it because I don't think my husband heard me. Ow, ow, ow. All right, guys, let me go get that thing to drain the water. So I've got it. Instead of pulling out the whole entire strainer thing and, So, oh, hold on, guys. I gotta get the. So, I will end up serving me and Thomas, me and my husband, I mean, this food. And if I want leftovers, and he does, he can have it. If he wants to take some to work, he can. And if Alvin's not back, I'll be like, Alvin, you lost. Should have been here for dinner. Or told me, yes, can you put beside some? He just said, I don't know. He made it seem like he wasn't sure. So I'm not sure if there's some left, fine, but no. All right, so I mixed the bacon into the ground beef like it's that. Okay, so let me drain this pasta. The water. Then I'll dump that into the casserole dish. Ouch. Okay. That gets heavy on my arms. Very heavy. All right. Nobody has come on yet, so it's already looking good. Okay, so dump the pasta. Okay, so I put the pasta on top, and it looks completely like it's filling up the pan. I wish I could have. It would have been easier to do this. Oh, I wish to turn the pan around. I was going to grab the casserole dish, dump it back into the pot so I could stir the pasta into the ground beef better. Then as I was turning the other pan around, I hit my arm on the pot that the pasta was in, and I hit my elbow and it was hot. I'm trying to dump it back into here so I can stir it. It's very hard. Trying to see if my husband's listening. I guess not. But it's okay. I'm okay. Can you hear anything I say?
Yeah, why?
He says he can hear anything I say. I guess no, he can't. Because if he could have, he would have been in here. But now it's too late to now. I don't need him. Anyways, guys, that's much easier. Let me explain to you. Okay, because I thought it said when it said dump the ground beef into the casserole dish, I thought it was because we were going to use that pan. This pan right here for the eggs and the all sorts of things. Okay? That's what I thought, guys. But of course not. So I'm going to leave it in the pan. Mix the bacon up. And then when the pasta's done, I can either dump it back into the pan with the pasta after I just drain it, or put the pasta into the other pan. Mix it all up and then dump it into the casserole dish, because wasn't enough room to stir it. So, but let me tell you something else. Guys, everything's falling and feeling like I'm overcrowded here. Hot as heck. I can't. All right, guys. So when I'm done mixing everything, the eggs, the heavy cream, salt, all that, I will pour it over the beef and bacon mixture and top with remaining 4 ounces of cheese. So I'm thinking, instead of trying to stir all that liquid that I'm going to pour in there into the beef and pasta mixture, because it might start falling out of the pan, I'm just going to dump that into the pot, stir it all up, and then dump it into the casserole, and then add the last of the cheese. So that'll work. Okay, so right now, for number 4 step, we're going to need, it says, whisk eggs, heavy cream, salt, and pepper in a medium bowl until well combined. And then stir in 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. Now you can use something else if you prefer not to use cheddar cheese, but for this meal, I think cheddar cheese is good. Oh, and or you can use mild cheddar, medium cheddar, or sharp cheddar. That's all up to you. Okay? Just making sure that anything else I had to get out the refrigerator for this recipe. Now, okay, got that. So let's start out with eggs. Now, I knew that's what the second refrigerator item was I was looking for. Here we go. Can you bring the trash here, please? Because it says 8 eggs. I don't know why, but it does. Maybe to make up for the not having the pasta. I don't know. So just quiet for a minute because I'm just breaking up all these 8 eggs. All right, guys. The way I was standing, that'll leave me with 6 eggs. All right, so it says to whisk the eggs, heavy cream, which that's all there was left, a cup. Babe, what if it wasn't a cup? Guys, I would have kept my cool. I would have kept my cool because I'm on live. But if I hadn't been on live, what would I have done? Probably gone off on the guy. Why? Because he's the only one that uses. My son does not. My husband does not. He could at least ask, and I would have told him, "Can you leave me a cup? I need a cup for this recipe. You can use the rest if you want." But I was not asked, and I don't buy heavy whipping cream to sit in my refrigerator for when I need it. Only when a recipe is listed. Yeah, as my husband, I don't buy whipping cream unless a recipe is needed for it. So, sometimes when I make up these recipes, when I get these recipes, certain things are for the recipes. I didn't say you can't use it, just ask. Okay, so next, salt and pepper. Half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground pepper. Okay, so I'm not measuring. These are hard to measure. I was told I should have the other kind in case I want to measure. True, but it ain't going to hurt if it's a little extra or a little less when it comes to salt and pepper, especially pepper. Okay, that should be good enough for the pepper. Now this, I don't know anybody owns it, which way it could go, because it's been coming out as big chunks of salt. It's sea salt. Okay. You can always taste it. Well, I was going to say you can always taste it before you put it in the oven. I mean, you can taste the whole casserole. Like when I say that, I mean like just with the stuff and... Let me get a whisk. Sometimes, guys, it says 30 to 35 minutes. So I might take the tripod out in the living room and the computer to sit down and talk. I don't know, because standing for 30 to 45 minutes is going to hurt my legs, back. It's going to hurt everything. I can't. So I might do that. And just talk with you guys while sitting. Because I don't feel like starting a second live after 30 or 40 minutes. So, and we haven't actually sat down and had a talk. Well, I did when I did my live the other day about me. But I mean, talking to others, see who's coming on. All right, so nobody's on YouTube. Hi, Monica Vidal. I never say your life. I always do. But hi, Monica. How you doing? How has your day been going? Yeah, I'm still going through my rough stuff. But I'm just trying to stir up. See? My egg mixture. 8 eggs. I don't know if that's a replacement of the carbs like the pasta, but I ended up adding the pasta back in. And I'm not sure if it was layered on here, but I mixed it in with the ground beef. Okay, so that's all stirred up. And for a minute there, I was like, I didn't put nothing like tomatoes in here. You want to look closer? That's all it's bacon. Just the ground beef, the pasta, mixed with the seasonings and then the onions, chopped up onions. It tastes good. And it does not say add Rotel. My husband said no on that too. But just comment below. Would you put, and you can use mild, regular, medium, hot, whatever. Would you take this Rotel, tomatoes and green chilies, and would you put them in the mixture? You don't got to put it in the mixture in the pan because it'll get hot when it's in the oven. But would you put this in there? Because it's like burgers have tomatoes. That the recipe from the show The Kitchen, the one I've been talking about, the lady did put tomatoes in hers, regular tomatoes. I don't know if she put it in after or before, because if you mix it in after, then you'd mess the whole. Because the casserole it's in there and it's nice and in there, you'd have to mix it. So I don't know. And would you put chilies, green chilies in your hamburger or cheeseburger? So if you see this, comment below. Would you put this Rotel in the mixture with the pasta, the ground beef, and all that, and the bacon? Now you can leave the pasta out, like we'll say, so you can have a low carb bacon cheeseburger. But would you add this in there, Rotel? Comment below. Yes, you would, or no, you wouldn't. Okay. So now it calls for 12 ounces of cheese. Mixing in this mixture, it wants you to put 8 ounces of cheese and then the rest of the 4 ounces on top in the casserole. Now it's all supposed to be mixed up in the casserole, but casseroles, it's good size, but it could be a little deeper, but it's good size. But when I started to mix the pasta into the ground beef, the pasta kept wanting to fall out. So I decided to dump it all back in, dump the pasta and the ground beef all into the pot I cooked the pasta in so it won't fall out when I stir it, including the egg mixture once I put that in there too. Then I'll dump it all back into the casserole dish. And when I do it, I have to have my husband's help because the pot will be heavy. And it's not like this pan where you just hold it like this. It would still be a problem with this because this is very heavy. It's heavy enough as it is. Add all the food back in there. It's already. Then it's going to be super heavy. It's going to hurt my wrist, arm, everything. I'm going to regret it. So if I have to tilt it against the casserole dish and scrape some of it on there, stop, put it down, take a moment. If I'm by myself doing it, I can do that. This is too much just trying to hold it with one hand. If you hold it with one hand, it will really hurt your wrist and it'll slip out of your hand because it's not made to do that. So you need to hold it with 2 hands and have somebody else scraping it in. Unless there's plenty of room just to dump it in there. But once you dump it in there, it's still any sticking in the pan, you want to scrape it out. But it might not be that hard because you can hold it with one hand when it's almost empty. So, all right, so 1 egg. 8 ounces. This is 32 ounces. So 8 ounces. Let me see. 2 ounces is 4 cups. 4 ounces is 8 cups. So that would be like 16 cups? I don't know. I'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems like a lot. I put like 5 handfuls, and it does look like a lot. But it asks for 8 ounces of the 12-ounce cheese bag. So let me stir it up. If I was doing it on the stove and it was still on, it would. Oh, I was going to say, it's still at 350. I didn't turn it off. Then I forgot. That's why I went to look in there, and then I forgot. As I was doing that, I remembered. It was for when the casserole goes in there in a minute. Okay, so it's all stirred up in there. Now, here's the other problem. It wanted me to stir the cheese into the egg mixture, and I stirred it into the pasta and ground beef. It doesn't matter. It's all going to be mixed together as one. And then as soon as I get it in the oven, timing, I will rinse out, clean up a little bit. Mostly just rinse because I am in a lot of pain, and this pain is also making my depression, if I didn't say that before too. But also, it's just standing here. And I want to be able to sit down and talk to you guys for a little while I'm waiting for it to come out the oven, okay? I had this out debating. No. Next time I make bacon cheeseburger casserole, I am going to put a can, 1 or 2 cans of Rotel in there just to see how that would do. Now this pan is big, this pot actually, heavy. I need to hold it with 2 hands. So I'm going to need my husband in here to help me. Motioning towards the living room. And he's not in. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, because I would have dumped that mixture into here and stirred it, but nope. Not enough room. Can you lift that up, please? See, I had the pan right here, like, sitting on the edge between the 2 sinks, but it might not. It might fall over. Okay, so I'm going to have my husband just tilt it, please, as close as he can. And I'm going to try not to spill it. It already looks good going in. Tell me that don't look good, doesn't it? Is that pot heavy with all that stuff? Yeah, it hurts my wrist so bad. It fills it up. And this, I'm going to show you what this looks like before I put it in the oven. And I'm going to let y'all guys know, this is not doubled. This is the single. This is the measurement they gave me. In the recipe, there's no doubling. No doubling, babe. I ain't double anything. So, just letting them know that it's a lot, but I didn't double it. So y'all can see, and if y'all need less, the only thing I did was added pasta when it was supposed to be a no carb. It means no pasta. And I put about a pound, somewhere between a pound and a pound and a half of pasta. It was a 2-pound, tilt it a little more. It was a 2-pound box of pasta, so I just dumped whatever. Okay? Now, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on top and pepper. And then at the end, you stir it up and you put some in your bowl. If it tastes like it needs more salt and pepper, each to their own. You can add some more. Okay? So let me add just a little bit of salt and pepper. Then I'm going to sprinkle the top with the rest of the 4 ounces of cheese. Now, I can't tell you if it's going to be 4 ounces or not because I'm just using my hand. 1 big hand is 1 cup, like I said. Yeah, my husband's just waiting. He knows it's about to go in. So he can put it in for me. This is big. Do you know how to make it little? I've been turning this one way or another. I can't figure it out. I got to play with it. See what I get, guys. Okay, so there we go. And guys, take a look at this. I just opened it. I just opened it. It wanted 12 ounces. All right, so I'm going to. You know, which live videos could let you take your phone, iPad, whatever, and turn it around? Why you can only do that on pre-record, I don't know. That's what I wish. No, pre-record you can't. Live you can, right? I think. Yeah, I think the lives you can. If you pre-record, you can't. That's what I think. Okay, so this should be it. That's it. All right, so it will be, and I'm going to double check, 350 degrees. Preheat the oven to 350. And put it in the oven. Yeah, so step 5 was to pour the egg mixture over the beef because we were on 4. Top with remaining 4 ounces of cheese. It doesn't say stir it together. It just says pour it over the beef and bacon. And then just top with remaining cheese. Bake in a preheated oven until golden brown on top for 30 to 35 minutes. And step 6 says bake in a preheated oven, saying they want the oven preheated, but it doesn't tell you. At the top, you'll see it. On step 1, it'll say preheat oven to 350 degrees. All right, I'm ready if that's what you were waiting for. So, trying to hurry up because it's now 7:08. This takes 30 to 35 minutes, so I'm hoping he has enough time to eat just a little bit. I mean, he can still take some to work, but the break is not till 2 in the morning. Okay, so we will start out with, hold on a bit. All right, 30 to 35. Okay? So let me just clean up my area a little bit, and then we can go sit in the living room. Okay? So I'm going to turn on. Let the water get hot. It takes in my other place, I don't know if y'all remember, I used to always say that the water was like so freaking hot. And it would get that way super fast. This water is still super hot like that water too, but it takes forever to get there. I've been drinking so much more water. But there's been a lot of stuff that's changed about me. I'm not going to tell you all of it, but just stuff that I'm not. Well, I've been in stages of some of the changes, but like the depression. I've had stages of depression like this before. It could come and go like every few years or something, but I've never had it like be this bad. To the point where, just to the point where, like the way it has been this time, it's never been that totally bad. So that's one thing. And this thing about me drinking water as often as I have been lately is not a normal thing for me. Usually I don't like water that much. Not saying I don't ever drink it, but I don't like it that much. So that's another thing. And then there's a few other things. I'm not going into all of them. I'm just saying. So just alrighty, guys. I got most of the dishes rinsed, and then one side of my sink. Oh, I forgot about this. Just need to wipe this counter down. So there's a lot of, I'm tired, I'm in a lot of pain. It's just, my depression is just kicking my butt. So, just trying to fix these dishes because I don't want too much. Yes, and I'll have to sweep the kitchen too, because I dropped a couple of pieces of pasta, and as I wipe the stove down, I just don't go to the floor. I'll get that in a minute. Well, I didn't know if you wanted just to put water in here and let it sit. The other thing I was trying to. All right, guys, I'm trying to hurry up. Wipe the stove down so I can move you out to the living room so my husband can get to the dishwasher. Because where I put the camera, the first night or two I had it by my kitchen window. So when you're looking at the camera people from Facebook could see the computer, see everybody, see everything from the computer, and the computer probably see the same thing. So I don't want to do it that way. So I've been putting it by the dog, between the dog bowl and dishwasher, so it could be looking at the stove. So I forgot to show y'all what it was. Can y'all see this? Probably not. I hope y'all can. I hope I gave y'all a little glimpse, because I forgot. Try to give y'all a little glimpse too, but I'm going to take y'all off anyways, because y'all were going in the living room anyways. Can y'all see that? All right. So, no, I don't know. I was going to take y'all out there, but let me do one at a time. Okay. All right, can y'all still see me? YouTube, I mean, because Facebook, I know you can't. Because, oh, sorry, I had gone to another page. I don't know. Let's see what we got to buy you, Matt. All right, so anybody, if you come on here on Facebook, I mean YouTube, or if any of you Facebookers, if you hear the TV, because I'm in the living room, I would like y'all to comment below that you hear it, so I can turn it down. Now, if you're a replayer, because I don't have many people on there, just let me know if the TV was a little too loud, so I'll know for another time. But it should not be, it's only on like 11 or 12. All right, guys, I'm coming back out there. Give me just 1 second.
Plus, enjoy 0% financing for 5 years. Find a store near you. You'll wake up happy.
Oh, these two? Okay. Hold on, guys, I'm coming. Well, this don't matter. Either serve it with this. Oh. Sorry. All right, let me get out of my hubby's way. Get out of my hubby's way, so he can put anything in the dishwasher that he needs. Not that anything was taken out of the dishwasher, it's still stuff from earlier. Oh, hold on, guys, one more thing. I need to get my soda back in the room. All right, guys, it's not much soda left. So let me see, we've got 21 minutes according to the timer on the stove. I can't say timer on the microwave because now. Where did I put my phone? Oh, thank you. All right, guys, hold on. Sorry, I forgot. I got it. Whew. Is that better, guys? Let me know if you want me to go any lower on my tripod for the Facebook. Let me know. Because once it's ready, I'll have to put it back in its position when I go in the kitchen. But I'm hoping it's got 21 minutes, probably 20 now, but it'll be 39 after. And my husband leaves at 7:45. So that only gives him 5 minutes. Maybe he can take a few bites. Oh, he's going to take some to work, but he can take a few bites. What he can in that 5 minutes. Because he's doing dishes, but possibly when he's done, he's already dressed. He's going to pack up his book bag and have it ready. So as soon as casserole's ready, he can eat a little bit of it. I mean, he can eat a little bit out of my bowl because they don't need to make a full bowl. He don't have time for it. You know? And it'll still be hot when he puts it in a container, so I hope that's not a problem. closing a container with hot food in it. They should be okay. But yeah, I mean, just like I was saying the other night when I was watching another cooking family, but they spend about an hour, hour and a half on their lives too, because they talk to us, talk about their stuff they have that they sell, like their spices, their cookware, and he even wears an apron that he sells, different stuff. They take about an hour, hour and a half. But they're different because the whole family knows how to cook. Last time I was watching like the replay, I didn't watch the whole thing, but when I was watching it, I didn't hear or see Grandma, which is, well, Mama Green is what we call her, Mama Green. Once in a while, she takes a turn and cooks in the kitchen. Yes, she does, Mama Green. Mama Green, ladies, the older ladies, have got their back in the day recipes. So, it would usually be, he would cook one night, his wife would cook one night, Mama would cook one night, which is, it's his mother, not his wife, it's his mother. So, yeah. But they used to cook almost every night unless something came up. But they now only cook a certain number of times a week because they've got a shop. I think it's in a mall, maybe, or not. I can't remember. Because I stopped watching them. I stopped watching like another family I watched with, forgot their name, Beautician. That's their name on YouTube, I think, with the 7 kids, and then you got this other woman, Amber, who lives where I live in the same city. Then you got, I don't know, but just a couple of, and you got Yellow Bucko, and I used to watch all of them on a regular. My husband should know. We would lay in bed, I'd be watching Yellow Bucko because he'd come on late night to talk, and I'd just be laying in bed, listening to him. And my husband would look over, that look like, oh, she's watching him again. Then I stopped. I think he still comes on at late night sometimes. But I need to get back into watching because those were my favorite. The ones I mentioned were kind of the regular ones I watched. And I just stopped watching everybody. It's just because, I don't know. Everything has just gone for me. I need to get back in the game, I swear. Oh, I actually thought I had somebody on YouTube. Nope, it just said chat disconnected, successfully connected, disconnected, successfully connected, disconnected. Keeps on doing that. I don't know what the problem is. But I don't know. Since I've been here, have I actually sat here on my couch and done a live from right here in the living room? I don't think so, because when the time comes, I'm always forgetting to go live. And then when I remember, somebody else is always home, my son's friend. And when he's home, he just lays on the couch all day. And we don't say nothing because that's the only place to be. The extra room, which is not an actual room, it's for whatever. My son is in there. I mean, he could sit in there, but they prefer, like, he won't lay on the floor in there while my son's laying on his blow-up bed. Because he didn't go buy a blow-up bed. I mean, he could have and brought it out here, but, or they could have stayed, he could have put the blow-up bed next to my son, but they don't think that's right. But anyway, the point is, he's always out here, so we just let him stay out here and let him watch TV, because I'll just watch on my iPad or phone, because I haven't yet come up with money to get a TV to put in my room. Like, let's say I found a good deal on a TV bigger than the one out here. Now, this one was the price it was because it's a Roku TV, okay? Now, if we get anything different than a Roku, Samsung, something with an H, even something, but whatever brand, and it has no Roku, we have a Roku that we can plug into it. Also, there are some TVs that are not Roku's, but they do have apps all along the bottom of the TV. We used to have one. What was it? An LG or it was one of those. We had an LG or something else, and it had the apps were all along the bottom. We just add any apps like Netflix, whatever. And we can scroll across the bottom of the and bring them up. So we had that choice too. So. Because there was a 75-inch TV at Walmart. It was a hiatus something. I don't know. I forgot what it was. But it wasn't a Roku. It was 75 inches and it was just a little bit over $300. No joke. Freaking, if you go like to Sam's and look, for 300, just a little bit over 300, you would probably get a baby TV. I'm telling you. That's why we always go to Walmart third. And I say they're the cheapest, but it's got nothing to do with their performance because we've had TVs from Walmart we've had for years and they're fine. So, with that being said, how many minutes are left?
13.
13? 13 minutes left, guys. 13 minutes. When it gets down to a few minutes left, then I'm gonna bring y'all back in there. Yesterday I was supposed to go live, which I didn't. So I did write something explaining why, and that was on this page, Facebook, Elizabeth Gibbs page. But I will go live tomorrow. I'll try to remember around 2 to 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this apartment again. Because the first time I showed it to you, it was bare. So I want to show it to you what it looks like with some stuff in it. It's not the most perfect. Now, my son's area, it's okay, but there's a lot of stuff on the floor and stuff. Because he doesn't have dressers and different stuff like that. Plus, he's looking for a place with his friends, so they're not going to buy a lot of stuff here. He just wanted that blow-up bed. And he got a 33-inch, a very small TV, because he wanted to be able to play his video game when he's not working. And he wanted a blow-up mattress, because they were taking turns from sleeping on the floor to the couch to the floor to the couch. But the other place had a rug. So it was a little softer, but this is pure floor, so it wouldn't be as comfortable. But, so when I do show it, don't mind my son's area. That room will be, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it'll be nicer when he leaves. But, yeah, it looks kind of pretty empty still. Like it's a big living room, but it doesn't have a lot of stuff. Like, I want a second couch, and if I get a second couch, see how, guys, I'm sitting right here. Okay? Right in front of me, I'm facing the TV. Okay? So, if I got another couch, it would go on my left side, like where the end of this couch is, it would go across that way, like the couch would be going towards where my son's room, though that extra room is, like in front of the screen, the glass screen to go outside. It'd be like an L shape kind of. So that's how we would do that. Because on my right side, this whole area on my right side is actually supposed to be the dining area. But in the corner, we've got the deep freezer, which you can't put it against the wall, but we had to almost do that. So when the lid lifts up, instead of hitting the counter thing up, it could open. And right next to the freezer is my 3-drawer plastic thing where I get all my spoons and utensils out from, and where I put my foil and plastic wrap and all that stuff. So, And right next to the TV is a small brown table or the internet box and all that goody stuff is there. And to my left, in the corner near the back door, I've got a shelf. It was right against the wall, but after I swept and mopped Sunday, it ended up being put back like catty cornered. And it looks good like that. Actually better than against the wall. But that will be moved here soon. And put somewhere else temporarily until January. Because that's where the Christmas tree is going. And we have one more little brown table. Can you believe it? One more brown table. Little tiny folding brown table we have. It's like kind of in the middle of the floor near the glass door. Nobody has brought it back towards the couch. Even me, I keep forgetting. But I thought other people, if they see it, they will bring it back. Because we moved it so I could mop, but I forgot to put it back. So yeah.
What money is owed and what bills are going out, and that gives me a lot of confidence to make informed decisions.
So yeah. But Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to show you the counter, or I've already decorated, and the little, it's like a lantern, and the glass part of the lantern is the snow globe, and when you press the button to the wire that comes from it, you can see it light up. Or you could just turn it, because it's off now, or you can turn it back on, and it would stay lit the whole time. Because it's battery operated, I don't want to run out of batteries. If you want to see it, we'll press this button for a moment. You can see it, that's it. It's got little candy jars, it's got little Christmas decorations on the counter. But I'll be doing some more. I thought of this, and I just thought of it, well, I thought of it earlier, but I just thought of it again just now. I got to see if I can do it with the one I have. If I can't, then I'll have to think of something else. Right behind me, on this wall, like right in the middle, hang a Christmas tree. Not a regular Christmas tree, like a decorated Christmas tree. Like I got a tree from Dollar Tree, and it's one of those, the back of it looks like it's made with wire, and then on the front is this fuzzy stuff covering it as a tree. But I'm going to do some things that I wanted, please, if you're watching the replay, or you're on here right now, please comment below, what would you put in the middle of this wall for Christmas decoration? Now I'm going to put something else after that, but I don't know what yet. But what would you put there to hang? And also, when Christmas is over, what would you hang here? Would you hang a piece of art, a picture? Would you get an 8x10 picture of your family or your children? Or would you put a couple of different pictures, however you arrange it, like 5x7s, 8x10s, just arrange them in a nice way? Or what would you do? Give me some ideas. I could use the help. I'm going to go check, see how much time is left.
Okay, well, right now, we don't need more engineers. We don't have the television screen and we're playing food.
Okay, guys, there's 5 minutes left. So I'm going to take y'all back in the kitchen, and we're going to get ready to see the big reveal. But, yes, comment below if you got any ideas on what. Oops.
Love is a great kid.
I opened the wrong one.
Love is going to show the other students
So.
section on their landings.
So yes, what would you hang over there?
It's an old federal stuff. We replace them with a corrected version.
Above there for the holidays. Now what would you hang over there?
Explain how the
Normally.
missions were faked to make.
Now this thing, if you notice, it kind of tilts down. It's because 2 reasons. One, with the iPad on here, it's top heavy. Okay, it's top heavy.
I believe it was a brilliant piece of propaganda that the Soviets made up
Okay.
themselves, pouring resources into a profit.
And the other thing is,
And we don't want to repeat of the
bottom,
wasteful.
the last part that I'm able to pull up that I was,
This planet.
it's broken. It still comes out if I pull it up. Because the lock thing won't lock. But the other, like the second part, it went up, the third went up, and they all lock, but this one doesn't, so. That's why I gotta hold way, instead of just, normally I could have just grabbed it right here and taken it like this.
I'm sorry.
But I can't. If I grab it like that,
We've gotten to this side several
bottom will come off.
Apollo nonsense.
And
So
there you go.
And see what ideas you might have for doing content.
Okay, guys, sorry, YouTube. I don't know if you heard what I was talking about, my tripod. But you guys also, I was trying to get it back in there and getting it set up again. I mean, it's already on recording, but I was trying to get it set. Lee, I'm going to trip here. Yes, I did almost trip over my dog's water bottle. I mean, water and food thing. Just trying to put it on that counter area behind the sink where I have all my kitchen decoration. I mean, where I have all my not all of them, some of my Christmas decorations on there, candied things and everything. I just moved some things just to put it on there. When it's done, I'll put it right back where the way it was. 2 minutes to go. So. Everybody's going to have to learn where these things belong so they don't just stack them on the counter because I don't know where it goes. Because I don't know. For some reason, I can't stand when people say, but I don't know where it goes. When they have the reason why they leave something out. Because I don't know where it goes. Open the cabinets, open the drawers. You'll see where it goes. Like this bowl that I stirred. I opened this cabinet right here by the stove. Okay? This one down here, right below. Okay, when you open it, you automatically see this. Now you know that this is part of this pan, so you stick it in there, and then you put it back. But in this case, when you look behind it, you see this. So you know, oh, that's where the bowls go. So let me put, and since this was in the back, put it back in there, push it towards the back, and when you pull it out several times, you'll notice that the hand mixer is on the top. So you just remember that, and you're good to go. Put the pot back in there, and then when you look, if you're looking, and your eyes hit the bottom shelf, you can see the bakeware. You know, the biggest one on the bottom, and then next thing, because my husband was about to grab that, but I know everybody should know what baking pans look like compared to casserole dishes. Then you see the muffin tin pan, cake pan. Most casserole dishes are glass, or at least you can just tell the difference. Okay? Oh, I forgot to put away the garlic, and then whipping cream container. I forgot to throw it away. Okay, so it went off, so let me get these hand mitts and now I want to make sure everything's good before I turn it off. Okay? Now you can see it a little bit from here, YouTube, but let me see. You see that? Looks so yummy, and I will show you my bowl when I make it so you can see the inside. Guys, see that? Okay. Let me take a picture of it. Alrighty, so let's get a picture of this. So this can help. You mean a wreath on the wall? All right, guys, there it is. I just thought wreaths were for front doors, but I guess that could work. Because I thought about, should I put a wreath on my front door, or should I put one of those, you know, those paper things that you cover your door with and tape them on? Do that. Or tomorrow I will show you. It's thin, but it's a wooden thing. It says some wording on it. It has some Merry Christmas, or it says something, and then at the top, it's got the little string where you can hold it. And I was thinking of hanging it on the door with either a wreath hanger or find something. Because I'm trying to find something to hang lights with. Because I want to put some lights around the kitchen window, and then it's going to go around the door. Not the door itself, but like, okay, like, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all won't understand until I show you tomorrow. It's like the door, the frame around the door, and then when you walk out a little bit, there's another bigger frame. The lights were going to go around there and then around my window. And then the best thing I can think of is to open my window and open the screen to my window, stick the extension cord through there and close the screen part of the window as much as I can, and then close the glass. That was my thought. And then I hung this thing up around the second frame when you come out my door, and it said Merry Christmas, and next to it is the siding on the house, and I'm going to try to stick, because I hung it with a screw, another screw, and on each side will be one, it'll be two different colors, because that's all I could find was reindeer. One side will have a reindeer, the other side will have a reindeer hanging. Something like that, but no major grass decorating, even though we have apartment. Right in front of our apartment door is a big grass area. Not big, but medium size, where you could stick some stuff on it. Not real big stuff, but. And then the lady at the couple at the end of the road has the same thing. And then in between, a house here or there might have some square grass yard in front of theirs. And some don't only have a little bit or none, or have to share it between two people, because it's only an apartment. But anyways, enough of that. All right, so I'm going to scoop some out. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I was able to see how YouTube, I can lift it up. See that? Can you see that? Facebook, can you see me? I can lift it up. There you go, guys. Put it in here. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so with that being said, let me get a fork. Okay, so quick picture of inside the bowl. Did I turn it upside down? I guess I did. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get a taste of this. Pasta, ground beef, cheese. Alright, sorry guys. Ooh, it's really good. It was hot. So, now, it's a little tiny bit dry. Maybe the mixture I made a little more. Maybe because I put too much pasta. And the egg mixture I made wasn't supposed to be covering pasta as well. So, you know, it might be a little moist. Might have a little more liquidy or moisture to it if you didn't put pasta in, if you actually did the low carb. But, you know, you can add hot sauce to it. You like sprinkle some hot sauce on there. And let's see what else. Add whatever kind of sauces you like or anything. All right, so that would be really, really good. So I'm going to let my husband taste it. He's going to taste it. I'm going to get ready to get off here, and I'm going to end this live the way I end all lives. But he's going to take a few bites because I am so sorry. I was up here rambling on about what I should do here and there, and I forgot. And I got to give myself. It was good. I'm sorry you didn't get to eat before then. Did you eat it all day?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Well, if you're just waiting to give me a kiss, I ain't got a problem. Oh, you want me to put this in here for you?
Yes.
Okay, guys, just give me a second. I'm going to end this, but I'm going to fill up my husband's container before I end this because he needs to leave now. Like, he needs to leave like now because he's got to walk about 6 or 7 blocks to the other road to get the bus. So, some more? He's gonna be hungry by then. Because I wasn't sure if he ate today. Oops. So let me fill up his container. And then I will end this. Oops. Then I will end this live for you guys, okay? Container gets hot too. Alright, got that for him. So, I'm going to end this live the way I end all live. I appreciate anybody who came on here. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you doing? Like Thomas waving to you. He's rushing through. I love you. Miss you. We both do, actually. I'm glad you pop on every once in a while. That's sweet of you. You can't stay. But, yeah, it's the end. But it was bacon cheeseburger casserole. Okay? Now you can leave the, good night, Martha. Have a good evening and a good night. Sleep tight. You can leave the pasta in or take it out because it was supposed to be a low-carb bacon cheeseburger casserole. That means no pasta. The last recipe I made was made somewhere different. I can't find it. But it was just a regular bacon cheeseburger casserole. This one was the low carb. But my son wanted me to add the pasta in. He said, what are you going to have? Just ground beef and cheese? And so, and the sauce that I made was kind of like an egg sauce. Like eggs. What else did I put? Eggs, some seasoning, cheese, and stuff like that. So, careful. All right, he's off to work, guys. So I need my good night kiss? Yeah. Live or no live? All right, so Yeah, I appreciate you, and I appreciate anybody who will watch the replay. And stay positive, do your thing. And I love all you guys. Same thing for you, YouTube. Do your positive thing. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming on. And if you come on for the replay, I appreciate that too. All right? So I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, YouTube. And if you ever want to come over to Facebook and follow me, I've got Elizabeth Gibbs page and Elizabeth's Life page. Elizabeth apostrophe S Life, L-I-F-E. 2 pages. Elizabeth Gibbs is the main one. So, but if you don't do it, I'm appreciative that you're on my YouTube. Hopefully, y'all can come back and watch me more often because nobody ever does come on. There was one person who came on and started subscribe to me. It was a guy, and he was nice, and he saw that my son and his friend was in the room, and he said hi to them, and he came on twice, and I haven't seen him since, so I don't know. But he did subscribe to me, so. But anyways, but I love you guys, and maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure, but maybe tomorrow when I come on to show you the house, some craft, maybe I'll include you guys, YouTube. But I don't know if I can carry the iPad and the computer around the house. Maybe I'll just carry it around the house for one and then do it for the other and then set it up in the living room and get my crafts out and do some stuff and show you some decorating and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. Okay? So just remember, I love you guys. Stay positive, and I'll see you on my next video, which will be tomorrow somewhere between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock Central Time, like the TV shows always say. It'll be between 2 and 3, so I'll say between 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4 Eastern, 2 to 3 Central. So I'll just say 3 Eastern, 2 Central, like they do on those TV show commercials. Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye, YouTube.